Swear to God, see iPhones in their fucking memory, man. Anyway, yeah, another passing the time video, guys. This one this week is probably about motivation and where you want to be in the future. Now today, obviously before I came to work, I was just sitting in the shower, and that's when obviously if you're a guy or even if you're a girl, you'll know that when you're in the shower, that's where you feel as if you're truly alone with your thoughts. Sorry about picking my nose. And basically in your household. Yeah, no. And that's where you're alone with your thoughts, and that's where you come up with your best ideas. At least that's where guys do. Why are you stopping in the middle of this road? Fucking BMW drivers, man, I swear to God. Sorry. But back to the point. Where do you want to be? What you want to do with your life? A nice indication. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry. But today I'm kind of talking about where I want to be, and see if you can relate to it, basically. Now, earlier on when I was in the shower, I thought to myself, what kind of job would be the most fulfilling job that I could have? It would make me feel good about myself, and obviously make others feel good about what I do. And then I thought to myself at first, a police officer, because police, they do the community some good, they help. I mean, obviously there's some swayed views about them right now. They do stuff to help the community, they help everybody, they make sure that law and order is kept up. But then I thought to myself, the swayed view that people have on police nowadays is something that I don't want marked against myself. I don't want to be driving down the street and then somebody look at their car window and say, oh look, there's a pig, better slow down and better behave. I don't want that. I effectively don't want people fearing me. And sure, one police officer's obviously not going to change that, so I could probably be the nicest police officer you can speak to. But again, that's not going to change your view, because trust me, there's a few nice, lovely guys I've spoken to from the police force, and again, everybody, even myself, still see them as time wasters. Now, no offence to the guys who work in the police officers, I know, work as police officers, or anyone who works as in the police force, you do have a hard job, and I appreciate that. Obviously, yes, it is hard when everybody's against you. But getting back on point again, I thought to myself, nah, a police officer, I don't want that kind of swayed view against myself. So I thought, what else could I do that I love doing? Something with what I love to do, and also something that'll help me fulfill what I want, as in like have plenty of money, and help other people at the same time, as in some customer based. And then I thought to myself, what about a car salesman? Car salesman would be good. Mechanic. Again, I probably think about mechanic, but again, there's that swayed view against it. A lot of people think mechanics, about 9 out of 10 of them are out there just to get more money off you. As in, if they realise you don't have a clue about anything, they just start talking a load of crap, as in getting their money at you. And again, you can't say that that's not a swayed view, because it is. Everybody says that that's their view on mechanics. Bunch of thieving bastards. To me, no, I don't care. A mechanic knows more about it than what I do. Not for long right enough, but they know more about it than what I do. So aye, I've got to trust them on that. Excuse me. Now when I think about what I want to do as in car salesman, you might go like, oh well, that's even worse. Like, nobody trusts a car salesman because they're all suited and booted and they sell you a lemon that will last for about 6 months. Not at all. I want again to change that view, and the only way that I would be able to change that view right enough is running my own car showroom. Now a lot of people, when I look at car manufacturing websites, or even car showroom websites, things like Arnold Clark, Evans Halshaw and stuff like that, people say that they're a good, probably say about 97%, sorry magpie there, 97% majority of people get a good experience. But again, that's just people who don't want to complain. Out of that 97%, I'd probably say about 10% of them are still kind of on the edge of customer satisfaction. So you'd probably say Arnold Clark's got about an 87% customer satisfaction ratio. And then there's the other 3% who absolutely abhor the service that they get at Arnold Clark, my mother being one of them. Now, I'll give you a wee bit of a backstory. Over the last 12 years, every single car that my mum has had has came from Arnold Clark. Every single one of them. Not a single problem on any one of them. Fair enough, the BMW she got from a completely different showroom was a problem, but again, that wasn't from the usual Arnold Clark she goes to. She goes to the Mcintyrevxq one. This one came from Ford. Then, I'd probably say about 6 months ago, I think it was 6 months ago, don't quote me on that, I think it was 6 months ago, she got a 2010 Vauxhall Astra, the new shape, Astra, I believe it's D, Astra D. Again, don't quote me on that, I'm not too sure what it is. It's either an Astra D or an Astra C, one of the two. Oh, they finally paved that over, thank fuck. Basically she got one of them cars, and the car run fine. Fantastic car, good runner. And then one day she went to Clydebank and she broke down where her engine light was displaying because of an electrical fault. When the green flag gent came to obviously get her help and get her home, he was an ex-Arnold Clark mechanic, and what he did was he took apart the engine component that was causing the lights to appear, and what he discovered was that there was a sealing material used inside it, and the sealing material was blue tack. Rudimentary blue tack, as in a highly flammable substance next to electrical components, as in boom, there goes your car with 3 people in it or 4 people in it. And that was what kind of swayed it. Fair enough, 12 years, fantastic customer service, right down to nothing. They should have shit when she brought it back to shat themselves because they realised they'd been found out, so they gave her a brand new engine component, brand new electrical system, which cost them, I'd probably say, about £2.5 grand. So, yep, fair enough. She got everything back, the car was all sorted, but it's the fact that obviously she had to wait to get that back. So, when it comes to customer service, obviously Arnold Clark is up there with the best because everybody goes with the majority and not the minority. But again, you've got to focus on that minority. What did those people do? What happened to those people that could make their view different? And then, that's what I want. Oh, sorry. That's what I want. I want to make sure that I want a business that could actually trump that, as in a really, really good customer satisfaction rate. Again, I'm getting off point. So, the way that I would want it, again, fix this camera. The way I would think to myself, I would want a car salesmanship that everybody could go and say, this is great, this isn't overpriced, this isn't too flashy. I think to myself, what would I do? I mean, I could open up my own business. And then that's when it clicked. That's when it clicked in my brain. I thought to myself, there's an empty garage down on the old Port Glasgow Road. I mean, the one that's always been empty. It's been empty for about 7 years. That's a prime spot where you could have a wee car showroom, as in a wee one, not a big one. So you could open it. You could get a lease on it. You can make a car showroom with it. You could sell used cars at a normal price. You don't sell them at a remarkably marked up price, right enough. You buy a car at like, what, £1,500, you sell it at £2,000. You do some work on it, you sell it at £2,000, you make it roadworthy. You buy a car that's for spares repairs, about £600, you fix it up, you take the price of the car, take the price of the materials, you put it into the car, and then obviously you put it up a 20% rate. Whereas Arnold Clark, they would take it as 40%, 50% rate because of the work that went in there. Do that sort of thing. And then see how the public like you. So I thought to myself, aye, that's a pretty good idea. But what would I do to make it there? What could I do to get to that point? Well, for a start, you need to get a lease on the building. And for seconds, you need to get money to buy the cars, to buy used cars or broken cars and fix them up and then sell them off. So I thought to myself, what is it that people look in a car salesmanship? They look for trustworthiness, they look for people who've got a trustworthy face, as in they get good customer aftercare for at least the life of the car that they've sold. They look for good options, they look for good pricing. And nowadays, obviously in this economy, people are looking for cheap cars, good cars but cheap. I mean, I get this car here, 4,988. This one was 5,000. And fair enough, I've had no end of problems with it since I bought the car. But again, it's a good wee car. I love the wee thing. My first car as well, so you can't really expect it to be a fucking Ferrari. But then again, there's also that option where people could take a swayed view on you and say, oh, you're just a car salesman. No, I'm not interested. But what if you could create that kind of look that people are going to love you? So again, I thought to myself, how would I do it? I'd need to obviously save money. I need to have money to open the business. Then I think to myself, Prince's Trust, I could go to them, or they could just ask for the money back and the business could flop. Or I could make the own money myself. And then I think to myself, where am I going to get that £10,000, £15,000 just to start the business? So that's like a year's worth of wages for me, and it's not going to work. But then I think, what if I make sacrifices and save up and save up and save up? What if I save that money over those years and make that business a reality? What if I make that business a reality? And again, you focus on the negatives. There was me thinking, it'll never happen. It'll never happen because of the money. It'll never happen because I'm lucky if I get 12 grand a year. But then there's that. It's that wall. It's that wall. You've got to get past that wall. And I was looking at a few things, motivational videos and stuff like that, just to get you going. And there's people out there who have changed their lives just because they were determined. There's a guy I like to watch. I mean, he's not really widely known. You might see his adverts when you're watching videos on YouTube. Tai Lopez. Tai Lopez, as stuck up as he can be, as stuck up as he is, Tai Lopez is probably one of my more influential characters. I look at him and I say, this guy looks not exactly like me, but he wears glasses. That's about the only thing that I can relate to him. But the guy, you can't say he wasn't motivated. To give you a bit of backstory, Tai Lopez, he likes to say this in his videos, by the way. He said that a few years ago, he was sleeping on his mum's couch with nothing but $47 to his name after travelling the world. Fair enough, he'd done something good because he travelled the world, he saw everything and ran out of money, and he came home with no job and nothing. And within 3 years, he's managed to turn himself into a motivational speaker, and he's also managed to make different things a reality. So he drives a Lamborghini and he drives a Ferrari. And this guy's done this in 3 years. So what's to stop any of us doing it in 3 years? The mental walls. The guy's 24, he's 27 now. He was 24 when he started, he's 27 now, I think. Don't quote me on that, Ty, if you're watching this, but let's face it, you're probably not going to watch it. But anyway, he's 27 now, I believe, and he drives a Ferrari and he drives a Lamborghini. He's got a house in Hollywood Hills. Now, a lot of you would say, how did he do that? That's impossible, that's impossible. And a lot of people look at guys like Bill Gates and dearly departed Steve Jobs, God rest his soul. People look at them and they say, those are inspirational, but I would never do it. So why? How could you never do it? These guys never had money. They had an idea, and they made that idea a reality. And then again, what stops us from making those ideas? Because you think you need money to make those ideas. So what do? You work hard to make the money to make those ideas. My idea? The car showroom. How do I do it? I've got to make money to open up the car showroom, buy cars, sell them off. It's that mental barrier. This is the whole point. The mental barrier is what's stopping you from getting what you want. Now me, I'm going to try. I'm going to fail. I know I'm going to fail, but I'm going to try. A lot of people don't try. They're too scared of failure. And you'll hear a lot of people saying this, don't be scared to fail. You're going to make it there, but you're going to fail time and time again. And we're fucking sick of it. We're fucking sick of hearing you're going to fail. But it's that point where you fail and you get past the failure that you know you're going to make it. You ever played a video game, or you ever done that bit of homework, or you've ever done that exam where you have tried and tried and tried and tried and you just can't get past it? You might have that exam where you're studying for it and you find this one thing that's just going to stop you from doing it, stop you from getting any further in that exam. You find that one answer that you say, fuck, what is it? And you study and you study and you study, and you still can't get past, you still can't understand it. But then there's that one point where it's just a few days before the exam, or even a day before the exam, and you finally get the answer, you finally understand it, and you say, fucking yes, and then you know you're going to pass it. Or at video game, that one level, that one boss you can't beat, you try and try and try and try, and then you eventually just go, fuck it. But then you say, no, I want to complete it and pick it back up and finish that boss. You beat that boss. And again, you know the feeling. If you're a gamer, you love that feeling. You love the feeling of achievement. Or else you get that one thing in your life that's just going to keep you from getting somewhere. And you eventually do it. That weight gain, that weight loss. If you want to reach that 200 or 150 or even 140, 140 pounds, or for the girls, if you want to reach that 40, 50 kilogram weight, and you finally reach it, that sense of achievement is what makes you want to do more. So for me, my sense of achievement would be making that certain amount of money. And it's the mental barriers that I say to myself, oh, but I've got to do this, oh, but I've got to do that, or I've got to pay for a holiday, or I've got to save for a holiday. And it's that mental barrier that seems to be stopping me from doing what I want to do. And for a lot of people, it will be those mental barriers. It'll be things that you see and prevent you from doing certain things. But again, They're mental barriers. They are mental barriers. And until you get past those mental barriers, you won't get anywhere. You'll be sitting about procrastinating. And I know it might be harsh to say, but me, I've been procrastinating. I've been sitting about saying, I'm going to do these things, I'm going to do these things, and I haven't chased them. I mean, look at me, I work in a call centre. Sure enough, it's a lot of people's way of life. A lot of people love their jobs. But me, it's not something I want to sit and do for the rest of my life. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there who are watching this video and they're doing jobs that they fucking hate. They don't want to be there. But they're there because it's the threat of losing the money. And I'm not encouraging you. I'm not saying to you, just leave your job and fucking chase dreams. Again, that is what I'm saying to you. But do it in a more manageable way. If you feel as though you want to be that teacher that everybody loves, and you're working full time, bust yourself into a part time. Go to a part time job. Something similar. Or even if your workplace will allow it, even better. If you love where you work, bust yourself into part time and take that course. Take that course that's online. Take that course at James Watt College. I don't even know if it's West College, Scotland now. Take that course at uni. Do what you need to do to become the person that you want to be. And it'll take you long, sure as shit. It'll take you long to do it. I mean, it'll probably take you 3-4 years to get that uni degree. But after that, when you can apply it to be a job, when you can apply it to be a primary school teacher, when you can walk into that classroom and see the way faces light up and say, hello, Mr. McIntyre, or say, hello, Mrs. Jenkins, or whatever your fucking name is. Say hello to you, and then see their wee faces all light up when they're ready to learn. Again, you will look back at yourself working in that call centre. You'll look back at yourself working stacking shelves in Tesco. You will look back at yourself sitting about on the couch doing fuck all. You will look back at yourself and say, thank fuck I moved my arse. Thank fuck I done what I had to do. And sorry for swearing, guys, but that is the severity of it. Thank the good Lord above that I managed to do that sort of thing. So me, as of today, I'm going to make a promise to everybody that's watching this video. And sure, you might not care. You might not care. You might care. You might be related to me and you might care. I don't care if you don't care. I don't care if you do care. I'm doing it for myself. As of today, I'm going to be trying everything in my power to get where I want to be. Now, for a start, there's no rush for me to get this car showroom. No rush. I'm going to enjoy myself whilst I can. I'm not going to sit and fret over this sort of thing. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lose the weight that's been causing me to drag me down. Over the last few months, I've ballooned from £200 to £240, and it's not acceptable, so it's going to be lost. £242 the last time was I weighed myself, so today, as of today, I'm cutting down on my diet. I'm going to reduce my weight. I'm going to do what I need to do to lose that weight. And my target, although I might not reach it, is £180 by June or July. We'll say July, right? 25th of July, that is when I knock off to go on the holiday to Cyprus. Becca, Lisa, Nicola, you're all watching this. You know I'll be coming, so I want to be the best shape that I can possibly be for that holiday. I want to look back at the pictures on that holiday and say, I did that, I changed that, I managed to change that. Just like what I want to do in the future. 10 years from today, I want to look at myself and say, I did what I said I was going to do. And if I fail, fair enough. If I fail, fair enough. I'll say to myself, I tried and I failed. And I'm going to try again, and I'm going to try again, and I'm going to try again. And even if I'm 50 and I'm still trying, I'm still going to be happy because I'm trying. Sure, I'll get it. I know for a fact I'll get it, but I want to get there with as much work as possible. And that's the thing, a lot of people are only willing to put in the hard work. But again, I'm rambling on. So let me put it this way, guys. If you get something that you truly want, then go and get it. Don't make the mistake of everyone who still lives where they were born and are unhappy where they're born. Don't make the mistake of everyone who's living in a council house at 35 years of age, struggling to pay the rent. Don't make the same mistake of having to bring up kids in an unprivileged household. Now, you might be happy with that life, and I'm not wanting to step on anybody's toes here. You know I'm not. But if your parents want a good life for you, then they have that good life. If your parents, carers or guardians want a good life for you, you go out there and get that good life. You don't sit about and do nothing. But anyway, I've kind of dragged on with the video. It's 20 minutes now. So, so I'll leave it at this, guys. If you want something in your life, if you want to get something, go out and get it. Don't sit about doing nothing. Don't sit about and procrastinate. Don't sit on your couch and think it'll come to me eventually. You've got to go out to work for it, and that's what I'm doing as of today. The way I started it was a half-hour jog. That's a start. Tomorrow, I'm going to go for a 35-minute jog. The day after that, I'm going to go for a 40-minute jog. And eventually, I'm going to try and make it from Port Glasgow to Kilmacombe. If I can make it from Port Glasgow to Kilmacombe, I can make it from Greenock to Kilmacombe. If I can make it from Greenock to Kilmacombe, I can make it from Greenock to Kilmacombe, and so on and so forth. That's what I'm going to do. And eventually, this will all be gone. Oh, this here. I know it will, because I've got to put in the work to get rid of it. And it's going to be the same idea for that car showroom. I want that car showroom, got it pictured in my head. I see that empty lot, I'm going to make it mine. But it's going to take me a while, but I'm sure as shit going to make it mine. Anyway, guys, I was going to finish the video a few times before this, because I'm going to be... well, I start working 7 minutes, so I can't speak to you all day. As much as I love to, I can't speak to you all day, so... Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Have a great life. And please, take something away for this video. Stay classy.